And if they don't challenge it, they better have a damn good reason. Right? Right?
Senator, I can't talk about the facts of this particular
This is just
case.
a hypothetical.
In general, hypothetically, Senator, maybe they didn't recognize any of the names of the 8 sitting United States senators.
Hypothetically.
That was a joke.
Or maybe they should have gone to Amazon and buy some testicles online.
What happens when a U.S. Senator calls out the Department of Justice for spying on his own colleagues? This week, Senator John Kennedy didn't mince words. He grilled the DOJ over secret subpoenas for the phone records of sitting U.S. senators. Was this just business as usual, or a shocking abuse of power that threatens the foundation of our republic? We're breaking it all down right now. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because here at Liberty Watch, we cut through the noise and speak truth to power.
General, welcome. Let's suppose that I'm appointed special counsel at the Department of Justice, and I go to the telecommunication companies, the phone companies. Let's single out AT&T, and I say, look, I know you're busy, but I want to see a copy of the phone records of a sitting United States senator. They're not going to just give them to me, are they?
No, Senator, of course not.
In fact, they're probably going to ask me what planet I just parachuted in from, aren't they?
Yes, Senator.
They're going to tell me to come back with a subpoena, aren't they?
Yes, Senator.
Okay. What do I have to show in that subpoena to get those phone records of a sitting? Did I mention it was a sitting United States senator? I can't remember. What do I have to show to get the phone records of a sitting United States senator?
Yes, Senator, there were actually 8 sitting United States senators.
Yeah, I heard that.
And you would have to have cause.
I'm sorry, what do I have to show?
You would have to have cause to get the
Good
subpoena.
cause or probable cause?
Probable cause.
Okay. Probable cause, or if it's a subpoena duces take 'em, good cause, to show what?
You would need good cause for a subpoena duces tecum, and what you would have to show is that you believed a crime had been committed, or there was a possibility of a crime, or that could lead to other crimes. We frequently, in criminal enterprises, subpoena cell
by
phones.
the sitting United States senator.
Senator, they would have to have believed you were part of a criminal conspiracy, is my understanding.
Would a judge have to sign off on it? On the subpoena?
Yes, Senator. Well, for a subpoena duces tecum, Jack Smith probably took it straight to the judge.
Now, the phone companies, particularly their general counsel, if they're worried about civil liability, even with a subpoena to get the phone records of a sitting United States senator. Did I mention it was a sitting United States senator?
Yes, Senator.
The general counsel for that phone company, let's say AT&T, they have the right to seek to quash that subpoena, don't they?
Phone companies frequently do that.
Yeah. And a smart general counsel for that phone company is going to call the sitting United States senator and say, would you like to weigh in on this? Would you like me to quash the subpoena? We're talking about invading someone's privacy here by a sitting United States senator. Could the general counsel for the phone company do that?
Well, Senator, if they believe that a crime could have been committed, they could not tip off the person who committed the crime. Again, I can't comment on details of this particular case.
I'm just asking you theoretically.
I've never seen you commit a crime, Senator Kennedy.
But let's suppose, okay, they didn't want to tip off the sitting United States senator. But the phone company And the general counsel for the phone company, or companies, if there were more than one involved, could say, you know, this is serious as an aneurysm. This is serious as 4 heart attacks and a stroke. This is a sitting United States senator. So general counsel would likely advise the CEO, well, you need to file a motion to quash. The telephone companies could have contested those subpoenas, could they not?
Hypothetically, yes, I can't talk about the facts of this particular case.
We're talking hypothetical.
Senator, subpoenas are issued all the time through phone companies working with the general counsel.
But they can file a motion to quash.
They could, yes.
Yeah.
In any case.
And if they should have filed a motion to quash, and a reasonable person would have filed a motion to quash, because this is a sitting United States senator, and they didn't file a motion to quash, they would incur civil liability, wouldn't they?
Senator, typically phone companies follow a subpoena from a United States attorney.
I know they do, but they don't have to.
They could challenge it, Senator.
Yeah. And if they don't challenge it, they better have a damn good reason. Right? Right?
Senator, I can't talk about the facts of this particular
This is just
case.
a hypothetical.
In general, hypothetically, Senator, maybe they didn't recognize any of the names of the 8 sitting United States senators.
Hypothetically.
That was a joke.
Or maybe they should have gone to Amazon and buy some testicles online.
What happens when a U.S. Senator calls out the Department of Justice for spying on his own colleagues? This week, Senator John Kennedy didn't mince words. He grilled the DOJ over secret subpoenas for the phone records of sitting U.S. senators. Was this just business as usual, or shocking abuse of power that threatens the foundation of our republic? We're breaking it all down right now. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Liberty Watch, and turn on notifications so you never miss the truth the mainstream media refuses to tell you. Every click helps this channel fight back against censorship and keep real American voices alive. You know, folks, sometimes something happens in Washington that makes you stop and wonder just how far the federal government will go. This latest exchange between Senator John Kennedy and the Department of Justice is one of those moments. Kennedy wasn't just asking routine questions. He was shining a light on what could be one of the most disturbing examples of government overreach we've seen in a long time. He wanted to know if the DOJ and Special Counsel Jack Smith's team secretly subpoenaed the phone records of sitting U.S. senators. Let that sink in. Elected officials, chosen by the American people, possibly being spied on by the very same government they help oversee. Kennedy's line of questioning was sharp, clear, and relentless. He asked whether phone companies like AT&T could just hand over private phone records to federal investigators. The DOJ official admitted they couldn't, not without a subpoena and not without probable cause. That means there would have to be evidence of a crime. But Kennedy pressed harder. If such subpoenas existed, were they legitimate or just politically motivated? He made it clear that if any official signed off on subpoenas without solid legal grounds, that's not justice. That's tyranny wrapped in paperwork. Kennedy also pointed out that these telecom companies aren't powerless. They can challenge subpoenas. They can say no. They can go to court and fight it. But did they? Kennedy strongly suggested they didn't. Instead, they may have simply handed over the private communications of U.S. senators to the government, no questions asked. And Kennedy, being the straight shooter that he is, didn't hold back. He said maybe those companies should have gone online and bought themselves some courage, because what they did, if true, was disgraceful. And he's absolutely right. If these corporations rolled over for the government without defending privacy rights, then they failed the American people. This isn't just about senators. If they can do this to powerful elected officials, they can do it to you, to me, to anyone. The question isn't whether they can, it's whether anyone will stop them. Kennedy also made it clear that accountability has to go all the way to the top. He suggested that Attorney General Merrick Garland, FBI Director Christopher Wray, and Special Counsel Jack Smith might have known about these subpoenas. If they did, then this isn't just an isolated mistake. It's an organized, deliberate violation of privacy and constitutional rights. This is what happens when power goes unchecked. This is why the American people have lost trust in the institutions that are supposed to serve them. Then, as if that weren't enough, Kennedy brought up another explosive issue: Jeffrey Epstein. He referenced Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick's statement calling Epstein the greatest blackmailer ever. Lutnick said Epstein blackmailed powerful men through hidden cameras and sick acts of exploitation. Kennedy asked the DOJ if they had interviewed Lutnick. Their answer was stunning: no. After all these years, after all the supposed investigations, the FBI has never even talked to a man who lived next door to Epstein and said he knew how the blackmail worked. That's not incompetence. That's willful ignorance. And it tells you everything you need to know about how selective justice has become in America. The government will go after senators' phone records, but won't even talk to a key witness in one of the most disturbing scandals of our time. That's not justice. That's corruption hiding in plain sight. Senator Kennedy's message to America couldn't be clearer. Enough is enough. It's time to stop pretending the system is fair when it's not. The American people deserve honesty and transparency. We deserve leaders who will ask hard questions and refuse to be intimidated by the deep state and the bureaucratic elites who think they're untouchable. This is exactly why Liberty Watch exists, to give you the truth the establishment doesn't want you to hear. Because this isn't about partisanship. It's about defending our Constitution, our freedoms, and the principles this country was built on. When the government begins spying on its own and ignoring corruption at the highest levels, liberty is on life support. So, if you believe in truth, if you believe in accountability, and if you believe this country still belongs to we the people, make sure you're subscribed to Liberty Watch. Hit that like button, share this video, and help spread the word. Together, we can shine a light on corruption and defend the America our founders fought to create. Stay vigilant, stay free, and never stop demanding the truth. This is Liberty Watch, where we don't just report the news, we defend the Republic.